38 minutes.
Okay, so it should be streaming.
What's poppin', Logang?
Don't say that.
What's up, my
So
diggity
he says-
dice dudes?
Okay.
Diggity dice dudes.
Alright, we are streaming, everybody.
I think you said giggity dice for a second. Like, that has to be copyright.
Do we have sound?
Do we have
Do
sound?
we-
Hold on, let me check.
Here,
Yeah.
let's make some
Oh
sound.
my god. Real Boy Illustrations is live. I just got a notification. Don't even have to look it up.
Whoa.
Like, oh my god, everyone should hashtag check out hashtag this thing.
Everyone should.
Like, unironically.
Sounds like we
And
have
minus
sound.
the
Yeah, we got
sarcasm.
sound. We're good.
Okay, is my voice coming through? I don't have a mic near as close to me.
Shoot, hold on. Already closed it down.
I can't believe it.
How dare you?
We're really good at this.
Okay, say a thing.
Okay, everything sounds pretty clear. That's good. Okay, I need to
The
stop.
delay is not as big as it was the other day.
I need to
Yeah, it
stop
really
looking
isn't.
at the thing because the delay is freaking me out. Okay.
Right, turn off the stream on ourselves
Yeah.
now.
Okay.
Or don't,
Oh,
unless we
it's
need to
good.
check out something.
Well, it's too
I
late.
can
It's
pull it
already
up
off.
with like 2 clicks on my phone.
Alright, y'all. So you're in Loden, this cozy hillside village that you call home. You are all volunteer. You all volunteer for the neighborhood watch. It is nighttime in Loden. There's some lantern light in people's windows, but for the most part, it's just dark, and you're all out strolling the town. Let's go around and introduce your characters and tell me what they're up to. Starting with who is ready, actually. Just somebody just good to
I'll go.
Okay.
Okay.
Popcorn characters.
My character's name is Art. She's a little goblin girl. She's 8 years old, which is decent, and also has reached adulthood for a
Yeah,
goblin.
as a goblin, you've got about 4 years left.
Yeah.
It's not
Just
looking good
be
for you.
aware of that all the
But
time.
I think that's mostly because of goblins usually have the profession of like being like minions for like a wizard in a cave.
That's true. You can't have a long
You don't live
lifespan
long.
with
Yeah,
that.
typically that doesn't
So,
end well
like-
for 'em.
Yeah.
She'll probably live slightly longer because she is not the minion to a wizard in a cave, no matter how cool that would be.
For
She's
now.
a minion to a wizard outside of the cave.
It's
never
always an
know.
option though. Like that's always like if you ever walk by a cave, there's always now hiring.
There's always a reason. There's now.
No hiring. No hiring. Looking for goblins specifically.
Must have short lifespan.
H-Y-R-E-I-G.
Must have short lifespan.
That's just
yeah.
one of the benefits that comes with it.
Right, short
Along
lifespan.
with surprisingly dental care.
Surprisingly.
Gotta keep those teeth
That's one of the
sharp
really
for
great benefits.
No other
Phenomenon
insurance
Adventurer's
company.
Bones.
Wizards in caves.
You've heard
Anyway.
of Wizards of the
Anyway,
Coast.
Lala.
Alright, but she's a super cool goblin chick, and she has a really cool sword. I don't know anything about the sword, but she does have it.
You just know it's really cool.
It's really cool. She does not know what it does.
Nice.
Probably sword stuff.
All right.
Probably, I'd have to imagine.
What is
Art
Art wearing?
is-
What's the hair doing? What's going on?
Well, let me. Well, her hair is typically. Okay, so I may have like based her hairstyle heavily off of what my hair looks like.
What?
Crazy.
Well,
It is
alright.
sort of like almost shoulder length, dark black hair, dark black. Black hair that she usually keeps halfway up in some pigtails.
Cool.
And she typically, like, she could wear better quality clothes, but she chooses to wear shitty stuff for the aesthetic. She likes the
That's-
feeling of the rags on her body.
That sweet, sweet homeless aesthetic.
We all rock it, you know.
Them goblin vibes.
Yeah, alright. Where are you? What are you doing?
She's chilling in the ruins. The cool ancient ruins.
Yeah. Okay. Are you looking for anything? What's your emotional state, I guess? Like, either
Her
alone-
emotional state is exploration.
Is that-
Your emotional state is banana. What?
I have a sack of potatoes.
That's my emotions.
Each potato
Each
is an
potato is
emotion.
one emotion. I have carved my emotions into these potatoes.
So that way
Reach
I don't
into
have
my
to feel
sack
them
and pull
anymore.
one out.
Maybe a more important question is like, what does art look for in the ruins?
Art just likes to chill in the ruins because it's not typically people are chilling in the town, and she likes to chill away from people when she's not when she's not actively doing stuff for the neighborhood watch, or when she's not at her job.
Yeah.
She likes to sort of just chill on her own.
Yeah. So I'd say you have a little bit of time where you're just chilling, and then roll a perception check for me.
Oh boy, perception. Come on, new dice that I got. You couldn't possibly fail me. Oh, that was actually decent. It would have been funny if it was bad, but perception. That's 21.
Okay. So you hear the familiar footsteps of the priest from the chapel. They're walking on there's a stone path, just little stones, like little steps on the grass, and they come into the archway, which isn't necessary. Like there's ruined walls on either side, but they come through the archway nonetheless, and they say, "Excuse me, Art.
Yeah?
I'm sorry to bother you, but I know you're probably busy here in the ruins. But could you help me with I need to move some of the pews in the chapel, and I don't have anybody to help me. I'm alone in there, so
Yeah, of course.
yeah. Well, thank you so much. And they start walking back with you to the chapel, and they're sort of regaling you with yes, we're gonna move the pews to the side of the chapel and make room so that we can have a little dance, a little shindig for everybody tomorrow night. It's going to be, I'm sure it's going to be a great time. You should definitely come.
No, I mean I'm moving these pews, so it would sure be a waste if I didn't go.
Yes, I think so. Yes, you're right. Yes, very astute. And they look at you and they're like, and they suddenly look a little their face changes and they're like, Art, I never see you at church anymore. Do you? Is there something wrong? And they kind of almost motion for you to sit down on one of the pews that you just moved and have a little personal chat with them.
Oh, well, I just get busy sometimes, and with work and the watch, I just can't always make the time to come.
Okay, make either a persuasion check or a deception check. It depends on what you feel like you're doing in this moment to get out of this conversation.
Yeah.
don't die midstream either, because that would be a problem.
Yeah, we don't want that.
I got like a
Although,
chunk of salt down my
I don't
throat.
know. If you're gonna go down, why not have it recorded?
Pro tip, don't
Yeah.
just eat chunks of salt, and then that won't happen.
That way your loved ones can watch it forever.
Yeah, forever.
Okay.
While Delilah's dying,
You can watch the
rolling
life
cake
slowly.
soda.
Yeah.
Mm.
You should get me another
totally-
Pepsi.
The mic.
That's gonna be 16.
Lila, check the viewer count.
What?
The viewer count.
Thank you.
Okay, you rolled a what?
I rolled a 16 for persuasion.
Yeah. Rolling high. I mean, yeah, that's good. So they kind of walk over, and they look like they kind of like do the thing. They brush their vestiges under their butt, like they're gonna sit down, and then they realize that was all the answer they're gonna get from you, and they
Mhm.
and they go, oh, yes, I'm sure, yes. You must be very busy. But always feel free to come by. The door's always open.
Yeah, of course. I'm probably gonna go back to, exploring. And he would know that she was just looking for a way to get out of an awkward conversation, as she has been in those ruins countless times and knows her way around them like the back of her hand.
Yeah, I think that perhaps this isn't the first time you've had this conversation. In fact, most times you try to avoid this kind of thing because, the priest always uses it as an opportunity to try to get you to talk to him about your life.
Just really open up.
Yeah, just really open up. You really.
Art
Just
really
wants
does
you to-
not want to open up.
So it's a never-ending sort of interpersonal battle between you two always. But you head back into the ruins, and sort of you find some interesting rocks or whatever, and see the moon.
Gonna write
at a
that
certain-
in my equipment.
Yeah, that's-
Interesting rock.
Yeah, you don't want to forget. And at a certain point, like you do sometimes, the moon shines through one of the stained glass windows in a way that just is sort of I don't know, what is it like?
Whenever that happens, Art likes to go and stand where the colors are shining down so that the colors shine down onto her. And then she thinks that that's really funny because now she is a bunch of different colors. And
Yeah.
she likes to try and align herself with some of the ones that are like people in the stained glass and pretend that she is the people and see if she can get the colors to match up.
Nice. So
And
yeah.
she doesn't have a lot of friends.
Yeah, so as you are dance around back and forth in the light of the moon, we move now to. Is anybody else ready?
I'll go.
All right, we're with Bruno.
Yeah, so
Yeah, let's describe your character. Yeah.
So Bruno, or Brunswick Autumnleaf, is, imagine if a Furbolg and a Canadian were smushed together into a person. Like, the red flannel, worn jeans, covered in sawdust, because he works at Heartwood Carpenters Guild under his master, William Hartwood. And today he happens to be carrying a whole dining room set he just finished carving and putting lacquer on down to the mental breakdown.
Oh, the mental breakdown. Okay. You're walking.
What is the mental bake down again?
It's a bakery with a clever
the
name.
best bakery.
Yeah.
And it's in the guide thing.
It is.
It
It's
is.
Some people weren't aware of that.
Some, some,
Some of
I
us,
did,
But it is.
I
Some
did
of
read it,
Yeah.
some of
and
us
then
read
forgot what that
through
was until I
the
saw it
whole.
on
Some of
someone
us
else's
read through the
character
whole
sheet.
session
Right.
0 summary and then didn't remember any of it. Some of us did that. Did you ever think of that?
No, I didn't. That seemed like someone else's responsibility, huh?
All right. So this is a late night delivery to let's see, Mallory Spuckett. The
Good name.
the owner of Mental Bakedown. They are a short in stature. They are
Sorry, MBD.
they're probably about 3 foot 5 inches. They have white feathers and a long orange beak, and are often, as the name of their bakery would suggest, in something of a tizzy. But yeah, you're walking with pulling a wagon with.
I definitely had more of a mental image of just him like slinging it all
You
over
just-
his back. It's just like all tied together.
It's just all okay.
It's like this set of 4 wooden chairs and an entire table.
Yeah,
And he's just a big hulking dude.
yeah. You do that. You get that all strapped on, and you walk down to the mental breakdown, where you find the light. You can see that the lantern light is on. Most of the lights are out. It's pretty dark. Yeah, you're at the door.
Right.
Yeah, and yeah, if you knock on the door, Mallory shows up pretty shortly, and they're like, "Oh, Bruno. Hey, Bruno. Yeah, I know you said the delivery's tonight, but I'm not sure if I'm ready for it. I mean, I'm gonna have to move some stuff around. I don't know if I made enough room for it.
No worries at all. Moving around stuff is my game.
Yeah. Okay. All right. If you can help me move some stuff, I probably we could do this pretty quickly. It's just I was looking at it myself. I was thinking
Mallory,
this is very
Mallory.
overwhelming. I didn't know.
Mallory.
I don't know.
You
if
grab
I can
him
move
by
it
the
all.
shoulder.
While holding a table.
Strapped to his back.
Okay.
This is
One
an
hand.
insane scene. There's like
One hand is supporting the sack of.
chairs, and he's like
It's just
holding-
one table and a bunch
and
of
he's
chairs.
holding a duck.
I'm not. It's
A duck.
Mallory.
Yeah,
Calm
yeah,
down.
yeah. Okay.
Just what do we need to do?
It's fine. Okay. I mean, it might be fine. Can you? I don't think you can fit through the door with the table and the chair. It's tied to you.
Full
Oh, yeah.
insane limbo.
Yeah,
Unstrap it.
yeah, strap it. Yeah, you go inside and you see that they before they say anything, you can see that there's like a mess on the floor of flour and things like they've been. It looks like they've been sort of just doing like you smell like delicious food being baked in an oven, and you think that maybe they've been experimenting or something. Well, they've definitely been baking. And they're like, yeah.
As one is wont to do in a
Yeah.
bake shop.
They're like, I got carried away and I forgot that you were delivering. To be honest, and so there's this mess and I have to move the tables out of the way still. And
Bruno has already moved some tables and has a hold of a broom and is cleaning it.
No, you can't do everything. And they like snap the broom away from you, and they and they go about brooming.
Brooming?
This is not a broom.
This is not a broom.
This is what I was doing though.
Maybe that's how this broom works.
This is a
It's
high
not very.
fantasy.
This is what she's doing, and it's not very effective.
Yeah. You just watch the flower go back and forth.
She's brooming the same spot over and over.
Just staring off into one spot.
Yeah.
He's looked around and found a rag and is cleaning off tables now.
Yeah. So they
Determined to be helpful in some fashion.
they get into oh my god, I do always forget Sweeping. There we go. I always
Yeah.
forget the word. I do forget the word
forget
sweeping for some reason. Okay, so
I
they
forget
are
to sweep.
they're sweeping the floor. For sure.
Awesome.
They're not brooming the floor because that
They're
sounds
brooming
like
the
you
floor.
would be like hitting the floor with a broom, right? Yeah.
Clean.
In my heart, I don't know it's for me.
Yeah,
Right.
we all
We'll
know,
know that it's
we all
brooming.
know they're brooming.
Clearly.
So sweeping,
Brooming is not very effective.
no,
No,
it's
not at all.
Sweeping on the other
But it
hand.
is more fun.
It is more fun.
Yeah, so they help sweep, and you get the tables moved out of the way, and they go, oh, okay, just right here. This is where I want it. Yeah, that'll be fine. I can move it later if I want to. But yeah, it's fine. It can go right here.
Let me help. You have enough on your plate.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I can't lift that. I can't lift the table. Yeah. You can lift the table. So,
I can historically lift this table.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So here, definitely here. This is good.
We put it there and we put all the chairs around it, and it looks lovely. And it looks like all the others, which he has also done.
Yeah. What did you do to this table? I don't know if you if you've looked into woodworking at all. Like, are there things that you've done that would be interesting in that sense? Like, are there like did you do like wood inlays? Is there like a specific? Did you do dovetail joints or something like?
It's made of rosewood, and it has like a rose pattern in the middle, and then if you like twist it, it spreads out to allow for more people.
Oh, nice.
And so like it all spirals out, and the design in the middle forms like an intricate little ring.
Very, very nice.
And
Yeah.
so it's like, I don't know if rosewood is red, but it has like a reddish like lacquer overall of everything that gives it a very cozy feel.
Yeah, no, it's a beautiful table as you've described it, and Mallory disappears for a moment. They didn't build this bakery, so they do actually disappear behind the counter, like it's not made for somebody of their stature, but they do come back out with a plate of some cookies, and they're like, hey, here, why don't you try these? You can be the first to try these. I haven't put these out in the store yet.
They look beautiful. What type are they?
And
I know you're always experimenting
it's
around here.
just like a sticky, salty toffee with I don't know. It's like a brownie, I guess.
A sticky, salty toffee. It's like a brownie, I guess.
Yeah,
Those are two different
working
objects.
title.
and you can look at it and you see that like there's like some sort of sticky toffee on like that's layered with some other things, and there's like a layer of brownie as well that's part of it. Like you're pretty sure like any part of it you could have been its own separate thing and it would have been delicious, but there you have it. It's like this sort of decadent dessert.
This looks wonderful.
Well, are you gonna try it?
He's already like demolished one of them.
Yeah. Okay. Did you like it?
Gosh, fantastic.
Yeah.
Cows from Africa and table chat.
Oh yeah. What? Did you?
He's continuing to eat them.
Yeah. Okay. So, that's right. And then they get you like a glass of milk.
And he chugs the whole thing.
Yeah. And after you place the glass down, and we're gonna move to the next person.
Alrighty, I am ready.
All right.
Then you should do
All right,
the
everybody,
thing.
get ready. This is the hardest character probably to grasp, maybe.
And also the toughest and biggest.
Yeah, totally.
The tiniest.
Do we have to be doing stuff around town, or is it just at night?
What do you mean? Like, it's at
Those are
night.
two different questions.
Well,
The idea was that, like, you were.
Do we
you're
have
sort
to
of
be down or
moving
is
around
it
town as
nighttime?
neighborhood watch, but you could
Okay.
be, but like that doesn't mean that you couldn't have stopped like somewhere. I don't know, like if you're thinking that you're at home interacting or something like
I'm just trying to.
that. Yeah.
to-
That,
Okay.
Yeah.
Like,
Alright, so my character is Twinkle Toes, the sentient teddy bear. He was brought to life by a necromancer who he made him for his daughter, Caitlin, as sort of a someone to keep watch over her and to entertain her while he was out on more formal business matters. And over the years, Caitlin no longer needed him, so he was discarded to the side. Although he always has that special place in his heart, hoping that one day he will see her again.
Or
He
he won't.
he tends to wear a little green vest with a fun little pocket chiff in it and a snazzy bow tie. And he has two mismatched sized button eyes. And he is an artificer that works down at what do you call
Tinkers
it?
and Tatters.
Yeah. Alrighty.
And where do we find Twinkle Toes at this time?
Alright. I think it's right before he's getting ready to go out on the evening watch
Okay.
with everybody else. He's currently back at the antique shop with Clorg,
Clark, yeah.
just sort of getting everything ready and prepared for the next day, making sure that things are all dusted off. They had sort of a busier day that day, which means that things are actually bought, things were moved around and are out of place. So he's just sort of going around, helping Clorg out, making sure everything is as it should be.
All right, yeah. So Clorg is a dwarf. This antique shop is theirs. They own it, and they also wear a vest and a bow tie, and have but they have a long beard that comes to a point, and wear some glasses, and have a head that has no hair on it. Many people question whether or not he intentionally shaves his head or that he's bald. It's hard to say. But they are a retired adventurer, and this antique shop is full of their stuff. And they look to you, and you're like touching some stuff, and they're like, "Oh, don't touch that! Get away from there."
But why?
That's I'll deal with those.
Of course, Clorg.
What? Are you not supposed to be on watch?
I got and he sort of pulls out a human-sized pocket watch from the little pocket that is in his vest, and it's just like, I got at least another 10-ish minutes before I gotta be there.
Oh,
No,
okay. Okay. Then why don't you? Yes. Okay. Fine. You can help me with these then, if you have time. All right.
Alrighty. What do you want done with them? And
Dust. Get them clean. This place is looking disgusting.
of course. I go about taking the little feather broom little duster thing that we got just lying around the shop, and dusting off the various articles and knickknacks that lie around the shop, trying to make everything look in perfect, pristine condition, despite the weathered condition of some of the products already.
Yeah. You do find some things that wouldn't be of any value. Like you see there's a coin from an empire, like a kingdom that doesn't exist anymore. It has like the print of a king on it. Like it's a currency that wouldn't even be useful today because it's from a collapsed empire. And very few people really care about those things at this time, but the clerk really cherishes these things.
Yeah, I think while I'm out dusting, I sort of turn one of the little corners within the shop, just going along cleaning things, when I stumble across what appears to be just some spare scrap metal stuff, just some junk that has been collected over the years. I sort of slide it into
Make a sleight of hand check.
into my pocket. That is a 21.
21.
Well,
Yeah.
hi, Tamara.
You are putting that into your pocket. And as you do, you didn't hear them approach, but you hear the voice of Clara go, come on now. Let's move. Why are you spending so much time over here? You have other things to do.
Right.
Why must I tell you what to do every night? You know how to do this. Closing up shop. We dust. We sweep.
And we...
What else? What do we do?
we make sure the latrine is clean.
That's right. Very good. Your memory is getting better.
I always try my best for you, Clorg.
Yes, that distresses me. This is your best, but
Court doesn't seem very cool.
I'm down with Clark.
Would you look at the time? I'd probably best be getting off to the neighborhood watch.
all right. Yes, I will see you again.
Yes. You have a good night, Clorg.
Yes. I will.
And with that, Twinkletoes makes his way out of the antique shop, and once he's a few blocks away, he pulls out some of the scrap metal, and from within his small satchel, he puts it with some other things that he's snagged in the past, sort of melding them and making them into his own little, what appears to be a small metal wind-up car.
Yeah, very nice. And the camera kind of looks in on that. You hear a little twinkling sound in the soundtrack as the camera backs away. And
Twinkling as of toes.
So yeah, you hear the sound of twinkling toes, which is a sound no one on Earth has ever heard.
But
Because it's a wild concept.
And no one ever will.
No one ever will.
We hope.
never again.
And we're not going to edit it in.
Yeah, but
So the camera pans out and we move over to our final player.
Okay, so my character is Phil Drewberry. He's grung. which is
Jur
a-
like German or Jur like J-E-R?
What?
Like how you spell Gerberry.
No, Drewberry.
Oh.
The Gerber bit.
Yeah.
What?
No,
Okay, shut up.
like Drew and then berry, like fruit. But
Okay.
Like I drew a berry.
I don't need
And
this from you.
I don't
and
really
he's a
sound like
grung, which is like a little frog type guy, who has, which importantly has poisonous skin, which may or may not become important later. But I am establishing right now as a fact about him. He works in part weapons, part cobbler shop with his husband Clarence called the Clobbering Cobblers, and they reside there. It's like an apartment type thing, so like their house is built into built into the
You have
shop.
an apartment above the shop.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then, and they reside there with their human daughter, Opal. So,
Human daughter, Opal.
I
Boy.
mentioned this thing. She was like about 3 years old, so not too old. But, and he typically wears just like a little tan sweater, black pants, a black beanie anywhere he goes, and whatever they're called.
Are you trying to say brooming?
Are you trying to say grooming? Because we've established the other word for that one.
No,
Which is brooming.
the
It's
stupid
No,
little
that isn't
a
it,
bag thing that you
actually.
can wear.
fanny pack.
Fanny pack, yeah.
Or
A stupid little bag thing that you gotta wear.
Can we
I don't know anything
A man,
about
your
those.
man purse.
Can we relay this to
Immerse.
the trash can?
relay. It's a relay. Trash
Relay
can, everybody.
to trash can.
Oh, also this.
Just keep it by you like I am. Collect drink
Yeah,
cups.
just collect them. We don't need to throw them away.
Right?
Well,
those
we do
who
eventually. Oh.
Wait for one now.
Alright, well, I guess in the middle of all this.
Apparently, waste lot
Phil
one.
throws away.
Also
It's
large.
so my turn to do this, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we had to wait for you to be like
But
active.
he's
Yeah.
always wearing a signature yellow fanny pack in case there's anything, that he needs at any given moment. He is a grung of many hobbies, none of which he really
So what
excels
is inside the fanny pack
at.
thing?
There's a lot of stuff, There's song lyrics that he hasn't finished. There's a lot of crossed out lines on them. There's a kazoo in there, just in case. He has a lot of different recipes written down, a lot of snacks shoved inside of there.
How big is this fanny pack?
It's not. These aren't that big of objects. They're small little snacks, just like little muffins and stuff.
And
that he
flies.
bakes.
Muffins? Whole muffins?
Yeah, he has whole muffins in there. Another.
Like really
I can't
regular
even-
sized muffins or like the mini muffins?
Yeah, like I can't
Like-
fit 2 whole muffins inside my fanny pack.
I was thinking
Dude, you
like,
could fit multiple muffins in there.
yeah, but like with everything
Better
else?
than yours.
I mean, you just have to not care about them maintaining their shape.
Yeah, that's it. Right. Just smash them in a little pancake.
Then they're
They taste
That's
just as good.
then they're
It doesn't matter. What
like
shape
they're
they
muffin
That is-
pancakes. They're
that-
man cakes.
That is
Nope.
one of Phil's
Not that.
baker inventions, because one of Phil's greatest aspirations is to one day work at the Mental Breakdown as a baker there. He's been declined many times because he's not good at it and tends to come up with experimental ideas that aren't great. Like this one, the pancake muffin. Which there's also a little paper in there of failed names for what the pancake muffin can be.
Is one of them
One of them
the
is-
puffin?
One of them is the puffin.
Is one of
that
them-
is scratched out. He's like, no.
Is one of
that's
them the man
too
cake?
confusing. One of them is not the man cake. No.
One of them should be the man cake.
Well,
That
you
should be
guys
the
can feel free to
should be the
suggest
name he
that.
goes for.
Completely
I'm
right.
headcanoning it.
I'll also put out there, I think it's Panera has a cookie muffin top thing. It's called a muffy.
That's
Oh, that's
adorable.
Literally just like if
Yeah.
the top of the
Pretty
muffin
good.
was
Yeah.
a thing and not
Yeah.
the rest of the muffin.
Yeah, but
That's my favorite part of the muffin.
so he's had stuff like that. One time he tried to make bread spicy. See how that would work out. Not good. Yeah.
The
Did not
spicy
land
bread.
well.
Spicy bread.
But so that's one of his many passions. Currently, his husband Clarence is loaded down with a lot of orders for their cobbler shop. Because Clarence is the true cobbler enthusiast. Phil just kind of works there by association. And when Clarence gets into the zone, he gets into the zone. So he is finishing off the final touches on one of his projects and has kind of sent Phil out of the workplace as a way to be like, hey, I need space right now. But since you're going to be out on your neighborhood watch, I would appreciate some food because I do have to finish this up. So Phil is out trying to see if there's any places that are open right now where he could get late night / evening meal for his husband. Preferably soup if that's an option. Just saying. If the thing could be soup.
Clarence is a soup boy.
He is. It's part of the
Silly little
mechanic.
soup boy.
Little,
Fucking love soup.
little soupy boy.
If it could be French onion, that would be.
She's like,
Just saying.
he's going out to find anything, any sort of food, but also very specifically French onion soup.
Well, he'll take anything, but if it's there,
So he'll take any form of French onion soup.
good French onion soup.
Bad.
French onion soup.
Good French onion
Old,
soup.
old French
Again.
onion soup.
Relatively new French onion soup.
Red
Medium.
French onion soup. Blue
Mediocre
J. Old
French,
French
onion
onion
soup.
French onion soup. Two French onion soup.
Red French onion soup.
Blue French onion soup.
I already made that joke. I just did that. You're too late.
You know what?
Yeah, is there a flavor that would work out for that
French onion
purpose?
soup and
Yeah,
sauce.
there's not a whole lot of taverns in this town. It's a pretty small place, but you know that Galbrog is usually ready to serve people.
How do you spell it?
It's probably more better pronounced as Galbrog, but it's Gallbrog ', and then cave. It's called Galbrog's Cave.
Okay, so there's GALBRO apostrophe
BROG.
BROG.
And then there's the
Galbrog's Cave. Okay.
Yeah, it's a small tavern. There's 3 rooms that people who come through town can sleep in if they want. When you reach Galbrog's, the lantern light is fully out. It looks like they didn't have any customers for a while. But like I said, usually Galbrog's like ready to serve.
Okay.
Specifically French onion soup.
Would I know going into this whether or not they did have French onion soup? I just want to establish whether or not that might be a dish that who has gone here before, preferably, may or may not.
Really into this soup.
You know that they do have soups more often a stew that
Okay.
they have like going most of the day. Some days there is a sort of like this sort of onion based soup that they melt some cheese onto it and it's quite good.
Okay. Well, Phil is going to walk on in there and go up to wherever he would get service from.
Yeah, there's a bell at the counter.
Okay.
It's a hanging bell that you would.
Phil rings the bell.
Yeah. You ring the bell. The bell
Gets rung.
Rings
It has been
Bell
wrong.
rings you
has
back.
been rung, everybody. The bell.
Just in case
Finally,
there's any
we
confusion.
were all anticipating this. So you do hear from above just the huge. I mean, Galbrog is a huge like ogre, and you hear their body like moving up above you. You see the floor like actually sort of bend and move with their weight as they move across, and you hear them yell, "Oh, yes, hold on, I'll be there in just a minute."
Oh, don't worry about me. I'll be all right. Take as long as you need.
Oh, is that you, Phil?
Yes, it is.
Oh, your husband, he's got some shoes he's making for me.
Yes, he does. He's working on them right now, I believe. Actually, I'm here to pick him up a little pick-me-up during the process.
Oh, pick me up, all right, why don't, and you kind of hear them sort of mumbling, and for a moment, none of the words that they're saying are transferred through the walls or anything.
Yeah.
As they like come down the stairs, they're wearing like this huge, comically large nightgown and one of those like nightcaps that's coming down their head.
I love that for Copper.
And
It's very fashion icon
yeah,
this day and age.
It's what we should all aspire to be.
and there's like, oh, right, okay, I can get the fire going and get them get the soup. We have a stew today. I think it's quite good, but we'll yes, just hold on a moment. Let me get it. So you say Clarence, and they're like back in the kitchen now. You hear pots and pans. You say Clarence is working on my shoes right now.
He is, yes. I mean, not just your shoes. It's a couple of other people's as well. He's got a lot of orders coming in recently, as of late, as winter's approaching. People needing new boots, new wear for the upcoming season. But I believe last I checked, yours were the very pair he was working on as I walked out the door.
Oh, all right, very good. I wasn't expecting them so soon. Very good. What else are today people are getting ready for winter. Like, who else has made orders for boots? I mean, I like a little bit of gossip.
Local shoe goss.
Kind of
Get shoe
hot
gloss.
It's always a
Shoe
big
goss.
deal around here. Some people really go all out.
Well, I can't really be sharing any information about customers, but I can say some of the locals have gotten some real gaudy pairs, if you know what I mean. Just like really extravagant details. And I'm not going to say who it is, but that, what's that little antique shop downtown, You know the one?
Oh, tatters and no, I don't remember.
Well, we know what we're talking about, right? That old guy who works there. He got a surprisingly fancy pair of shoes down there. I have to say, it did not seem like it would be his style whenever I come and visit him. But they got this white fur trim around the edges and these fancy spiral designs going up the side. Pretty impressive work, if you ask me.
Yeah. Yes, that sounds very gaudy indeed. How embarrassing for them.
Yeah, it's not great. The kicker is that they are completely red, just like this really bright shade of red that doesn't seem like it would match anything.
Awful, terrible.
That's what I was saying.
Thank you for telling me this. This is going to... yes, I've been thinking about this for days.
Always glad to entertain.
And then with that, they hand you a bowl of their stew for the day, which isn't as good as other days.
Damn.
It's never bad from Galbrog, but today not quite as good. Maybe they got some of their spices wrong today or something. Something's a little off, but still delicious and definitely hot.
Yeah, I mean, Clarence won't mind. He's super into soup and stew. It doesn't have to be good super stew, so long as it is super stew, it'll do the job. So, Phil definitely takes a sip to make sure and see what it tastes like before serving to his husband. Makes a face, not like a bad one, just like a considering one, and then does drop a tip down on the counter.
Yeah. Galbrog goes, oh no, that's quite all right.
No. I insist. Really, Clarence is gonna love this. This is really some of your finest work, I have to say. So.
Yeah, all right, fine. I'll take it.
And actually, while I'm here, and he reaches into his fanny pack and he takes out the smash muffins, and he's like, I figure you work in food, right? I know it's not exactly, I know baking isn't exactly the specialty around here, but, I'm trying to get something started. Haven't really worked out a name, but I'm thinking like a muffin, but in the shape of a pancake. So, muffin, shape of a pancake. Now, I've been trying to get, I'm still working out the kinks and details, but I figured maybe you could try them out. Tell me what you think. I think this could be the one, the submission for mental breakdown that could finally get me in.
Yeah, they, being somebody who you have tested your experiments on before, Galbraith looks wary. But
Do you want me to,
to his credit, Galbraith is always encouraging, even when you know you've made something terrible. So yeah, they how good is this muffin? Do you want to roll for that,
I was
or?
gonna say I can roll to see.
I mean, you might have to
Oh.
roll a
Roll
constitution
for-
check.
Really? Like,
Yeah,
what
roll
I-
for muffin.
Let's do a performance.
Performance?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's a 6.
All right,
That
now.
seems about
All right,
right.
now roll a medicine check.
Yeah. So
Now he should roll a constitution
rolls a
check.
Constitution.
With a 6, I think what happens is that you are able to pull this this flat muffin out, just barely. Like it's sort of contained in like a little thing, but the way that you baked it caused it to just become crumbs. So it's literally just crumbs that you're handing them. A lot of crumbs. But,
Yeah.
And they're like, okay, it's like, yes, I'll try it. And they put it in their mouth,
Skip some crumbs in there.
and then they sort of are like, oh, this is very good. This is lovely.
You mean that, really?
Yes,
You got some medicine for me?
hold on, I need a drink of water.
No.
Actually, you could go if you would like.
Oh, are you sure? Okay, well, yeah, I have more if you want, It's,
Oh, yes, you were planning to give those to other people? No, give them all to me, please.
well, yeah, of course. Glad to know there's such a hit. He pulls out, like, 5 or 6.
Oh, thank you so much. It looks like their mouth has just become a desert.
Like, thank you so much. This has really made my day. I appreciate it.
The muffins actively have chapped their lips.
Yeah.
You have a good night, Goblin.
Yes, you too.
I head out with my soup, with one of my smushed muffins. Then I take a bite of it. I think it's great.
You like your special
Yeah.
constitution as a grunt. You're just
I
like,
do, yeah.
this is great.
I am
My mouth is
immune.
usually so wet, and now it's like dry.
It is true that I am immune to poison.
Yeah.
So that does make it hard as a baker sometimes to be like, is this okay?
Is this edible to other people?
Yeah, so we pan out as you kind of are beaming a little bit from Galbrog's encouragement with your soup steaming as you walk back to give it to Clarence, and that's where we'll end this session.
Oh boy.
Let me okay. Hey, hello. That's you.
Yeah, that's us.
We've been sort of talking in the Twitch chat.
You guys,
For the love of Christ.
Just trying to build up interaction,
Yeah,
you know?
that does
Like-
actively push the stream forward.
just like
Yeah, I'll give
We
it.
got up to
not
4
even,
viewers
start
at one
trolling your own
point.
chat,
Like,
man,
2
these
of
guys
them were me
suck,
and Luke,
right?
but the 2 other viewers that were, and one of them was my boyfriend, but there was another
I'm signing
viewer.
out, everybody. This is the end of this zero session. We'll
See ya.
Bye.
We'll see you next time.
See ya.